we're back in Texas, and I'm here to meet Rick Henry, the winner of Tontine's $10,000 video contest. I have a delivery for him.
Boston Lobster has got a case.
Hey! Well, Rick, obviously by now you know why I'm here. You are the winner of the Tontine $10,000 video contest. Your video exemplified who you were and showed us, the producers and casting directors, what it means to be a likely contestant on Tontine. Here's your $10,000.
Oh, no way, man. That's awesome. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
All right, Rick, so congratulations. The first thing I gotta ask you is, what are you gonna do with the 10 grand?
Mom's getting a new pair of shoes, you know? You know, it's just, I mean, with the kid coming, her feet are like watermelon, and you know, it's like every week I'm buying her a new pair of shoes. So now we can go get her a pair of shoes.
Absolutely, you can get some nice shoes for 10 grand, that's for sure. We kind of did something a little bit different with this casting call that's never been done in television before, and that is we've kind of opened it up so that some of the potential contestants can see other potential contestants. And Tontine Nation, the forum was born through somebody, and you know, you've kind of strayed away from that.
Yeah,
is that part of your strategy?
That's by design, actually. I spent enough time on the periphery to kind of, you know, maybe put a face and a name, that kind of thing. It's kind of my strategy that when you're in the situation, if I go in with a bias, like, you know, somebody blogs something and you read it, and then all of a sudden you carry that knowledge is, I mean, you can't get rid of it. So now if I actually am fortunate enough, I'm on the show, and I'm in a situation, and there could be just that little bit of information that I picked up that maybe could put me at a disadvantage, I feel I'm at a stronger advantage going in and being in the moment, not knowing them, and just, you know, it's heads up. It's one-on-one or it's 10 against 1, doesn't matter to me.
How do you feel about all of this?
I am really excited for him. I think I'm the one that actually made him try out for the casting call when it was at the mall. And I just know Rick well enough to know that this is just him all over. And so I support him 100% in it, and I'm really excited either way. I mean, he spent so much time on this video. Yeah.
But I have to ask the obvious question. You have a little boy on the way.
Yes.
When is the little boy due?
November 17th.
November. So there's a possibility that Rick could leave to go on Tontine.
Yes.
You'll have the little boy, your son, come home, and your beautiful home, your cars, your possessions, your life savings will all be gone. Have you really thought about that?
We have thought about that, and you know, we have been in a place in our life before where we started at rock bottom, and so it made us stronger as a couple. It made us stronger in our marriage, and so I think as long as we're together, we can get through anything. So
I love you so much.
That
I was actually following some of the other casting calls, and it was like the twist. And when I read it, I was like, what? And I actually sat back and thought about it for a minute. I started like thinking, well, okay, this is worth that, and I got this, I got that, and okay, it comes out to about this. I'm like thinking, okay, if I work hard again for like another 10 years, I might be able to, like, and I'm 43, and yeah, the math works. So I was like, all right, you know, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it all the way. I was after, in retrospect, I thought about the questionnaire and the stuff that we filled out. Like, you know, what's the craziest job you ever had? And, you know, it was running. And then what's your most prized possession? You know, it's like a little compass in a wooden box. And then when I heard the twist, I was like, well, I should have put like my Harley, or I should have put something else on there, you know, that would fit and be more aligned in what the show maybe was after. And then I started thinking again. I'm like thinking, this little kid, who's probably passed away since, gave me a little compass and a little wooden box. And he said, you know, mister, so you'll never get lost and you'll be able to find your way home. I mean, that is my prized possession. And I think it's that kind of stuff that makes me hard to beat, because I'm not attached to stuff.
yeah,
have you discussed it with your parents?
Yeah, we've discussed it with them.
Really?
What did they have to say? I'm curious.
What's funny is that my parents are, they know Rick and they know what we've been through, and so they saw what I saw when you hear about the reality show. It's an obvious fit for Rick and his personality. And you know, they're the parents, so they're on the cautious side, but they certainly support us in everything that we decide to do, and it's ultimately our decision.
All right, Rick, let's hear the real story.
She doesn't hear the conversation in the garage with the father-in-law. He's going, you know what, this is crazy. You know, are you sure you want to do this? And what are you doing? And that's my little girl, and you better be taking care of her. And no, it's not this all like, oh, we support him and it's all
They
good.
do support us.
You know, yeah.
Let me ask you this. A few weeks ago, they were scouting locations. They were down in Peru, scouting for Tontine, and they had a helicopter go down. Nobody was hurt, fortunately, you know, everybody was fine. But are you concerned at what the producers and the production is going to push these people to do in terms of your physical health and well-being?
You know, I'm actually looking forward to, again, I mean, everything that we are is based on our life experiences. And there's a certain part, as far as the physical aspect of this, that makes me uniquely qualified. I mean, I don't know how many people can say that they ran, you know, 2,600 miles and had been in parts of the country where, you know, I mean, I'm on a ledge where it's just wide enough where I can square my shoulders, and, you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, a full moon, and here comes a longhorn sheep, and it's 400 feet down on the other side. You know, that's when you kiss up to the mountain and you go, man, I'm just passing through.
What about you? Are you concerned for his safety?
You know, oddly enough, I'm not. You would think I would be, but he's obviously fit, and he's smart enough to know how to get through pretty much anything. I've watched him go through some crazy. I mean, he works out like 3 hours a day, and I watched him do, you know, the marathons and the running across the country. It's an amazing thing to be able to do, and I think he can get through pretty much anything. He's pretty smart that way.
And I'm looking forward to whatever it is that they throw at you, because it's not running, you know, for 8 hours a day or whatever it is. I mean, it's going to be something wacky, crazy,
Okay.
and that's cool. I mean,
So, Rick, the final question I want to ask you is to tell me in your own words what Tontine means to you.
it's a chance to take this whole thing of life and the challenges that I've had in life at this point, and it's another facet. It's pushing me to a whole nother level, and that's a great thing. How often do you get a chance to look at your life and encompass it and say, wow, you know what, I get to go to a level that no one's been to, and that's awesome. That's a great opportunity.
Well, Rick, it was a pleasure to meet you. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
On your $10,000. It's all yours.